What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Mark with the Mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cycle Inc. I'm Mark with the Mic. I'm joined by Lou Beans.
What's up? What's up?
And we just saw some funny footage of Scott Steiner attempting things.
I don't know if it was funny as it was tragic.
It's a little funny. A little fun.
But we found out that he invented the 450. It's just no. He invented the first attempt at a 450.
Yeah.
He didn't hit it.
No, he didn't.
So that honor goes to Too Cold Scorpio, you said, right?
Yeah, buddy.
Okay. Awesome.
ECW legend, Flash Funk in WWE.
That's so. I don't remember what era was that Flash Funk.
Flash Funk was in that era with like Kevin Nash as champion, and he came in like 90 like late 95, early 96.
Now I have a question because somebody posted up. I forget the guy. If his name is on YouTube, Social Injustice Warrior, but it's not about that. It's supposed to be and he put up the reign of Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
And in retrospect, and it turns out it wasn't that bad. He wasn't so. But like you said, it was a time when people weren't watching it as much, right?
It was just a bad time because one, WWE was trying to go country.
Oh, and I remember it was post Hogan. That's the other thing, right?
Yeah. So WWE did this thing that with like all the theme songs, they kind of had a country vibe to it.
Okay, I know what you mean.
And it was just weird and didn't sound right.
Was that the rise of Hillbilly Jim?
No, Hillbilly Jim was like 80s.
Okay, no, who was the Godwins? Okay,
the Godwins,
the rise of the Godwins.
The Godwins was there, yeah. They weren't that great, but they were there.
I know, but weren't they champs?
They were champs, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think that was the time they probably would have had the belts just to fit in. I don't know.
So during that time, I think it was the year of '95. That's when he got the belt. Bret Hart was out. I think Shawn Michaels was out for a bit. So Kevin Nash was kind of the guy to go to right at the time. He won the belt on a live show. He went to a Madison Square Garden show.
Yeah, I heard.
Bob Backlund beat Bret Hart for the title, I think.
Okay.
And supposedly that was because of the storyline. He beat Bret Hart with the chicken wing. He didn't let go, so Bret Hart was out.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I do.
So he beat him. He did the jackknife powerbomb 1, 2, 3 within like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I remember. Mm-hmm.
And then he won the WWF title at the time. From there, he had almost a year reign.
Now, do you remember? Because I was a kid back then.
Yeah.
Right. Do you remember? Was that controversial? Him beating him like that?
Yeah, because that was like one of the first of people knowing that live shows there'd be title changes on live shows.
Okay.
And that was just came out of the blue, and then WWE did the smart thing and go on Superstars and on Raw they aired it. Mm-hmm. So you was able to see the 30-second match. It was 30 seconds, like you could see this shit. So they actually did record that night, and so you saw him win the belt and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Sadly, the thing about Nash's run was more, I think, the opponents he had and the opponents they gave him.
Yes.
He fought Shawn Michaels like towards WrestleMania time. That was like later in his title reign.
Okay.
And he lost. Oh well, Shawn Michaels lost. That was before Bret and Shawn Michaels. That was the year before that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the highlighted matches, but everything else was just kind of tough. Like, King Mabel. King Mabel was not a good worker.
No.
There's no way in hell Mabel was a good worker. There's so many bad stories about Mabel, like as a wrestler wise, that was not good.
I understand.
Then he had something with Vader.
What do you mean? Like a personal thing, or
did he fight Vader? Yeah. So he just had weird title defenses and not the ones that you'd expect him to have. Like you expect, like at least, but Razor Ramon was also a babyface at the time, so they didn't cross paths, and that would have been something that you should have done.
That's
at that time
in history. I'm thinking, how come that never happened?
Yeah,
it's interesting. Okay,
and it
and
was
it's
just a
funny
weird
too.
time.
It's
Yeah,
funny too. The video I watched, it did show that they had a feud,
yeah.
but they once he was champ, no, that's interesting.
They had a title. They feud for the IC title.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't have it for the WWE
They didn't.
title.
Yeah, they did, and I was like, that's interesting. They didn't do that.
Yeah, and it was just a weird thing. And then again, he just didn't have good opponents.
Mm-hmm.
And then Luger went to back to WCW. They also star in that. I think Shawn Michaels was hurt earlier that time, or he was in the IC title picture with Razor. So that was that thing.
Okay.
You had him fighting like random character like people that just didn't make
Yeah,
sense.
that's true. Character people.
And I felt like they were kind of really like trying to shove him kind of like old school, like kind of what they did with Roman Reigns in the beginning. They
Yeah,
kind of shoved him down your throat kind of thing. And then when Brett returned, I think when Brett returned, Brett was the heavy favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's when he took the title back.
Okay. Okay.
And everything like that. But there was ways that they could have did better matches, and I just think they failed on him in that sense.
Okay.
There was a lot. Yeah.
And I was going to ask, during that time, to keep it kind of centered on Scorpio,
Yeah.
where was he around that time? Like, what level of wrestler?
So Tuco Scorpio during that time, he was in ECW.
Okay.
He was in ECW. He had a beginning in WCW as well. He was part of a tag team with Buff Bagwell.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot the name of the team, but yeah, he had a long career. Like he was in WCW, he was in ECW.
Mm-hmm.
I think he still wrestles now.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. He made a big name for himself in Japan.
Gotcha.
He wrestled in New Japan. He wrestled in Wrestling Noah. He wrestled in ECW. He wrestled in WCW. He was everywhere.
Okay.
He was Flash Funk in WWE.
So what? Well, the question is, I want to know, what belts did he have while he was here?
And the ECW, he was the ECW World Champion. He was the ECW Television Champion. He never won anything in WWF. He was the WCW champion, tag team champion.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty much his belt career.
Good stuff. Nice.
Yeah. So we were talking about the 450 Splash and the originated of the 450 Splash. I think that's going to be a segment in the show that we're just going to pick a random move and see who's the first that did it. And we will probably say the ones that we think have some of the best ones and how much that move evolved.
I know that history is not going to be honest because there's no way in hell we're going to find out who invented the clothesline. Like for real life. Like that's some Roman dude back in the gladiator days probably invented that shit.
Yeah. So like the finishing moves, like the impact moves. So like maybe we do the shooting star press next. Things like that. I would like
to think that Galileo invented the Canadian destroyer.
Galileo? What? He fell on someone and flipped over?
Yeah, he calculated it. He was like, okay, if I fall this way, the Earth's rotation will make me spin. Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So the expiration, the idea of this is coming from, I'll give credit from Minion Opinion, our fellow cast member, Josh, when he comes on the show. Mm-hmm. But he kind of gave me the whole thing with something about Nick Jackson having one of the best 450 splashes. Sadly for me, and I am not that big of a Young Bucks fan. I don't watch a lot of their stuff, so I can't really judge by the few I've seen. Because a few times I did see his 450, it was kind of crooked. Mm-hmm. So I can't judge in that sense. I lose interest in their matches a lot.
Because it's just somebody's flying off of this.
Yeah. So, there's no substance in their matches.
We're just staring at me there. It's always full.
Exactly. So that's losing my take on it. It's my opinion. Only I know a lot of people love them, but this is my opinion. When I actually see them do story and matches, that's when I poke more interest in it. Like when they fought the War Raiders and Wrestle Kingdom a couple years back.
Yeah,
I was interested in that. It was a good match.
Okay.
But again, when they actually show a storyline in a match, then I'm interested in.
Yeah.
So the first movie we'll say is the 450 Splash. On our research, the first person to actually attempt it was Scott Steiner, but he fell on his face, so he don't count.
I still can't believe that's who it was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, just God, you can't escape him.
Yeah, and he's in the background.
Yes, he is.
So, all right, so we both saw the video. That was a really ugly 450 Splash as well.
Well, he got those rotations clean because he wasn't going to land on his head. That's the good part.
Yeah. So what was he attempting?
I don't know.
Because you saw how far that guy was.
Yeah, he was just going to step on him. I don't know. Scott Steiner just does stuff.
Yeah. Like, he was far away. He was a good, maybe 10 feet away from the guy. For him to, try to do a 450 splash and try to land on him, he was not going to make it at all.
His agility points were not at 10. He was thinking way too ahead of the game.
Yeah.
He wasn't flying across that ring like that.
Yeah. So, yeah, he was the first one to attempt it. The one that made it famous and the one that actually used it to win a match was Too Cold Scorpio.
Okay. Cool.
And he was great. I like the.
You know what federation he used it in?
ECW everywhere. That was his main move that he did. He did it everywhere he went.
But what his first federation that he started using it was?
I think
did they have that information?
I actually think it was. Honestly, I think it was ECW.
Okay. Cool.
I think it was the first time he did it was ECW. And then he was a pretty he was short, but he had weight on him, so he was pretty a big dude to be doing he was a wrestling.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in my mind, he looked like a pretty stocky dude to be doing that.
Yeah, but it's funny that you think people are taller than they really are, and then you actually look at Wikipedia and then you see all their height, and you're like, damn, he's short.
True. Also, yeah, Kevin Owens is on that list, which I think is anything can happen.
Yeah. So, yeah, they actually have a list of everyone that did it, which is a long-ass list, which I do not want to go through. Because it's a long list. A very, very long list.
They don't do it by ranking or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
But here's some variations. The floating 450 splash. I think this is the one that Mustafa Ali does.
Oh, really? Like the backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you also have the Phoenix Splash, made famous by Hayabusa, which was a backflip into a 450 splash.
Jesus. All right.
To me, he has one of the best 450 splashes I ever seen. Mm-hmm. If you look at him, he's precise. You don't see nothing different change. He does a full. The speed he has in it is really great.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a list. There's probably over 100 people on this list.
And you were saying,
and it's from people from the first person that made it famous. I'll say the first person that made it famous in America, because there's probably a person that did it prior to Cold Scorpio, but they don't really say it. But I have a feeling someone in Mexico probably did it.
Okay.
They always line up doing something first, and they don't get the credit for.
I see what you mean.
But you got names from Selson Benjamin to R-Truth to PJ Black.
R-Truth do a 450? Where?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably his early days.
I guess so.
From Neville, which Neville had a really good one as well.
Mm-hmm.
He actually used to do that shit from the second boat.
Yeah. Rich Swann could do it too. Yeah, it just reminded me.
Kevin Kelly.
Now who's that? I'm not familiar with Kevin Kelly. Off the name alone.
The freaking announcer. He did a 450 splash.
Really? Wow.
I kind of want to see that. He fat. How'd that happen?
Okay.
He probably fell. But they have they have a lot of, from Paul London to Nick Jackson to Kevin Owens to Kevin Kelly. For some reason, he's on this list. To Juventud Guerrera, to Jillian Hall, to Jeff Hardy. I've seen him do it once.
I've never seen that.
I seen him doing in early Hardy days, like before Brood Hardy Boys.
Okay.
Because honestly, Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy before the Brood were pretty much what the Young Bucks was.
Oh, okay. I understand.
And then one of my favorite ones was Hayabusa, Ricochet, and all the
And who
other
you
guys.
said Ricochet today is one of the people you think has the best ones, right?
I think Ricochet today has one of the best ones. I think he has the most speed into the spin. I think
But
he
he's
has
also
one.
precise too. He's also
Yeah,
precise.
I will also give credit to Will Ospreay.
Okay.
When he does
I
it,
can
he
see
actually
that.
does a really good one. There's again, I think it's a very common. It's more common now than ever was.
What do
Like
you
a
think
lot of
about
people
Kota
do it.
Ibushi? Because I think it's kind of amazing because he's a deceptively big human being. Like,
Yeah,
he's solid,
I think
but
he
like
has an amazing one as well.
he gets up there.
And then you have the variations as well, like AJ Styles from the top rope. He does it like a springboard. Same thing with Ricochet. He does it as a springboard as well.
You know what I would say about AJ? AJ is probably like he probably secretly the best one because he can make himself. He's you know how you say the Young Bucks what is it, Nick Jackson, like sometimes you see him off.
Yeah,
I feel like AJ Styles has such high body control. He can make himself look that way. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like he can sell mid 450 or what have you, so that even the landing is just he can make himself look however he wants.
yeah,
And I kind of noticed like a lot of that stuff. Like you ever see when he like he's thrown out the ring, like you know that's him
yeah.
95% of the time. Like so, secret top tier is AJ Styles.
What else is who else is here? One I saw was Sami Zayn. I remember seeing him do that as El Generico.
I've never seen that. Okay.
He was great as El Generico. But 450 Splash is a flashy move. It's really fun to watch. We gave our little examples. What will be the next move for next week?
Something technical.
Something technical. Let's go with. How about the figure four leg lock?
Okay.
All right. So next week we'll go into the history of the figure four leg lock. Who invented it? Who made it most famous? Ric Flair.
Pretty much, like.
But also people that don't use it and everything like that. So that'll be a segment every week. We will go into a wrestling move, give you the history, and talk about it. So that'll be something new.
Good stuff.
A lot of things happened this week. We have a lot of AEW news from the press conference they had.
Yeah, it was interesting.
The signing of Kenny Omega finally, like we all knew was happening.
And the Lucha Bros.
The Lucha Bros, but there's some sad news about one of the Lucha Bros this week as well.
Don't say that. What happened?
You get hurt? Phoenix.
Was it during the match?
During the so this is the thing that confused a lot of people.
Okay.
So Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. won the Impact Tag titles.
Yes.
Like recently. But you got to remember, they record shows for a month ahead.
Yeah, you told me it's like theirs is similar to NXT, or is it like they're more further ahead?
I think they're a little bit more further ahead.
Okay, gotcha.
So they won the tag titles, and they were like, "Oh, but they're the tag champs." Yeah, but that was recorded like a month ago.
Gotcha.
So now you have they had a thing in AAA, and I think he went.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
He went for the basic diamond, like the basic RKO kind of move, and when he landed wrong, and I think he shocked his back.
Oh shit!
The good news is he got feelings back in his feet and fingers. He's just a bit bruised up and everything like that. He's going to take I think about a month off. He needs like a month of recovery or stuff like that. So that's good news about that. But he did have a scare, so he had to be careful. And that's something that AEW does not really need to happen, especially for these big shows, is the injuries of these guys.
I agree.
But this Lucha Boys signed to AEW. We got our first matches of the card for Double or Nothing. We got a lot of other promises that I don't like when people promise things and then you don't deliver. I'll get mad, and I dislike the people. So stop trying to like really like. I understand you're trying to sell your thing, but don't sell your thing as your thing. Don't sell your thing to try to like. I don't know.
What happened? Because I'm not familiar with everything that happened.
So So they're promising, all right, so we're gonna do this. We're promising that we're gonna have the best. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. It's Cody Rhodes like putting like kind of a thing towards WWE in a way and stuff like that. It was like, what's funny though, Cody, that you're actually using WWE to really get these things going because you're using a WWE talent. So when WWE is in town, that's when they do their little things.
I see.
So you're using them in order to do it anyway, and that's most wrestling federations. And that's something that like most people won't say that they do, but it actually happens. New York, all right, WrestleMania is going to be here this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you ever look up wrestling shows in the New York area during WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, it's everywhere WrestleMania goes. I know.
Exactly.
There's always a big. What is that? Isn't that a thing called WrestleCon?
Yeah.
Or is that the one that happens at the same time? I mean, the weekend of, or
yeah, it happens in the weekend. But there's a whole shitload of wrestling shows that
there's a ton.
this weekend. So like, that's something that it bothers me. Like, I'll all use WWE for fame and shit like that. But there's a lot of things that they're trying to do. Hopefully they do good. I'm all excited for what they're gonna do. I'm not all into the way they're doing it, but I'm like, it's new wrestling. People have jobs, people get this, people have that. I'm fine with that. Kenny Omega was not a surprise. I was like, he can't do anything to February 4th because if he did anything earlier than that, New Japan would have sued him.
Okay.
He was in contract with New Japan. New Japan right now does not really want to do anything with AEW because of that, because they kind of burned him.
I see.
They kind of burned him in a way. They were promising that they will have a working relationship, and then they kind of backed off on that.
Well, I know I saw a few things that Kenny's got. He's got kind words for his tag team partner.
Yeah.
Kota Ibushi.
Yeah.
So at least they're on talking terms, which is good.
Yeah.
Because people were asking him, is he gonna come over? And they're like, no, he's not even. It's not even his contract with the organization.
Yeah.
That's the issue. Because they come and go. His contract runs out, he can leave if he wants to. But apparently, I didn't know this. Yeah, school's over there.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. So
but that was also the reason why he didn't sign with WWE.
I see. Like, I get it now.
Yeah, he wanted to do the match, but he didn't want a long-term deal.
I see.
So
I mean, I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah,
dude was that dedicated to the craft, so that's pretty cool.
And he's probably one of their biggest stars too, coming out of there. So, but it was really cool to hear.
Also AAA wants to work with them. They had a whole promo.
Yeah,
so I think was that the chairman?
Yeah.
Is that does AAA have like a story chairman, or is that like the?
No, that's the real chairman. That's I forgot his name. Something Pagan.
Okay.
He's the real chairman. Right now, they actually are being sued by multiple people from Lucha Underground because the contracts for Lucha Underground.
Really?
It doesn't let them work outside of Lucha Underground, and a lot of them are suffering. So he's getting sued by a couple of wrestlers right now.
So AAA is the one. They're the ones that own Lucha Underground.
They're the ones that partner with Lucha Underground, so they own part of it.
Wow, I didn't know all of that stuff.
Yeah, so I know like Ibeliz is suing them right now. That's the reason why Phoenix and Pentagon got out their contracts early because they knew that shit was happening. They were like, "No, we control our fucking contracts," and they got out of it early.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit, but yeah, they're gonna work with AAA. They did announce a couple of matches. They announced Hangman Page versus Pac.
Yeah, that should be cool. I saw Pac's promo.
Which should be good. Yeah, which should be a good match. Again, I'm not I haven't been the craziest fan of Hangman Page, but I have seen good matches off him, so I look forward to it. Mm-hmm. They did announce Kenny Omega versus Jericho Part 2.
Okay.
It should be a fun match, no matter what. They always will give a show. We're gonna see 1,000 knee triggers like always, and whatever. See, people don't really everyone wants to talk shit about everything, but they don't want to talk shit about Omega and the things he does. That's very
like you said, it takes you out of the match.
Yeah. They did announce Young Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers, which should be a fun match too. I think they all have good chemistry, and yeah. So they announced those 3 matches. So they already have 3 matches for the card. It's in May, so there's going to be a lot of things happening between then and there. They did talk about their signings. Kenny Omega being the vice president.
Yeah, but that's I looked into that. They all have that title.
Yeah, the executive vice president.
Yeah, they're all.
So
how many of them? There's 4.
It's 4 of them.
Yeah, so
because Jericho is not up there. Jericho is just a contract. Yeah, but Jericho is probably the highest paid one.
I'm sure. You know what I mean? I'm sure.
Yeah, there was a big reason why he took turned the WWE down. That was the money David gave him. It was like money that he never seen before, kind of shit. So it's like, all right, like private jet kind of money.
Yeah. So good on him. Smart guy.
Yep. So I hope for the best for it. I want to see it go and see what it does. I hope they establish the TV show so we actually see what's going to go on with that. But for now, it's Double or Nothing, which is in May, and little by little they'll be doing little.
What do you know what they stream on? Or
right now, there's nothing about that right now. So you probably see it eventually, probably on Fight Network, probably on Fight TV.
Okay.
And probably on pay-per-view and things like that will probably be on, but they don't have a real permanent spot that they're doing it from. I know New Japan it took off all the AEW stuff off their website, so I don't think they're going to be streaming it.
Interesting. No, I didn't hear about that, but also there was no outrage about that, but there was outrage about WWE like not letting people wear their shirts and stuff like that, but which is so they were aggressively, like you said about Cody using them, like they were aggressively, being the elbow and the side.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do that? I don't get it. Yeah. Why wouldn't you say no?
Yeah. So funny thing is, with things like that, WWE done it with NWO back in the day. It's not the first time they did it. They was like, no, we don't like this other company. I'm not going to promote another company. So no.
Yeah. But they have the right. But you see the favoritism is what I'm talking about. New Japan does it. Nobody cries.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
And New Japan is doing it. New Japan is like they took off all their signs off the website. They have nothing to do with AEW no more. So, and then right now WWE is looking for a home in Japan. So,
oh really? Okay.
Let's see what happens with that. They're looking to do a branch out NXT Performance Center in Japan.
Oh, nice.
So
how many would that be total? Is it only 2, or do they have more already?
Right now, there's only 2. There's one in UK and one in Florida.
Okay, gotcha.
They're planning to expand one more in the USA, and I think that one's going to be in California.
Okay, I can see that.
That's a rumor though. But the fact is, they just extended the space for the performance center in Florida, so I don't think they probably do it anytime soon.
Since California seems like the most likely place. Is there a reason why? Do they have like a home base somewhere over there already?
I think they don't really have a home base in Florida either. They just have the performance center. That's their home base.
Well, I know that's Wrestler Haven though. Because
I think there's the fact that there's a lot of contractees over there in California, and it's a different scene.
Gotcha.
Yeah, PWG and all that stuff over there. So
okay.
It could be something that it's just be like a second performance center. So when wrestlers are on that side, it's easy to get to. When wrestlers on the East Coast, it's easy to get to. Okay. That's the thing. They're trying to make it more adaptable, like easy to get back and forth kind of thing.
I like that.
And then the UK Performance Center opened up. They're trying to do one in Australia, and they're trying to do one in Japan.
Nice.
So WWE is going to take over the world with NXT.
That's interesting about Australia. Like how quickly they've become a priority.
Yeah, look at the freaking beast they have. Fucking Rhea Ripley's a beast.
There's so many people from there that are pretty fucking good.
Rhea Ripley, Buddy Murphy, the Iconics.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just to name a few. Yes. But yeah. Fucking Toni Storm.
She's that's right. She's
Australian too. Yeah, all Australian. But yeah, they're planning to move something over there, so it's gonna be interesting. Wrestling right now is gonna be the most interesting to be into right now because AEW is gonna be AEW is gonna do its damage. He's gonna do his fans. Gonna have his fans. Gonna do everything it could be. One thing, like I said before on our cast, is gonna be WCW, but without the egos.
Hopefully, right?
I think that's one thing that I know for a fact. There's no ego there. Kenny Omega, Rhodes, Young Bucks. I think they are willing to lose matches. They're willing to win matches. They're willing to do good business for everybody. I don't think they have like, oh, I'm not losing anything. No, I think they'll do what's best for the match in itself. And I think that's the difference between what WCW was back then and what they have now. I think everybody is willing. I think the biggest thing was who's going to steal the show first. And I think that's going to be their mentality going into pay-per-views.
Damn, I was thinking, well, since you mentioned that, I was thinking it was going to be the Lucha Brothers because I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah.
Damn it, now one of them was hurt.
Well, I think he has enough time before that pay-per-view.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was March. It's February now, March, April, May. He has 3 months to heal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you said it's in May. It's not. Okay.
Yeah. So that's something I'll say AEW has. It's a big company without the egos, and I think the people they're picking little by little, they all in the same mentality.
Okay.
And I think that's what they're doing. They're picking guys that they're all about the show and not about I need a title, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. No, they're looking for everyone that was going to just have fun doing a show.
Cool.
So that's the good things about it.
Yeah.
So I wish for the best of luck. The press conference was interesting. You can find it on YouTube. I have a post on our Facebook, the Wrestling Babble page.
Like I watched it in chunks. It was actually like if you don't watch it straight, it was like almost 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself, But if you watch it in like little chunks for the moments, it's like, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Cool. One thing I will say, and I think they need her to improve in how she presents things is Brandy Rhodes. She always putting her foot in her mouth, and she needs to really watch what she says.
Oh no! What happened this time?
Well, it goes into the whole thing with the women, the equal pay and things like that. Like she still is really promoting that, and I was like, you don't have proof or anything in that. So right now, all you're doing is putting your foot in your mouth, and especially when it doesn't happen.
Are they trying to like who do they know that has the standard for pay like that? Like,
I think
why would you say that?
I don't know. It's just more that's how they're promoting. Our women's wrestling is going to be equal to everything. It's going to have the same pay and things like that, and that's how she's promoting it. No, you're going to have the same. You're going to have equal time and be showcased more. It's showcase, yes, that's exactly what you're going to do. Are you going to be paid more? No, you're going to be paid.
The whole thing about wrestling is the draw.
Yeah,
you get paid for the draw. Like you don't. No woman's gonna get paid as much as Jericho. That's ridiculous.
No. Jericho. Honestly, I think he's paid more than vice presidents.
Well, I'm just saying, like right now, nobody.
Jericho is the only one. I think he got maybe double. Like he got maybe 8 figures.
I can see that
for the 3 years.
Remember, they got billionaires back in them, so I can see that.
Yeah, and then the fact that was one of the big key people that. Khan wanted part of it was Jericho. If if Jericho's not going to be part of it, then I don't want to do it.
I understand.
So Jericho was the main signee that had to be signed to get this going. And I think, and that's Jericho. Jericho's your star. Jericho's the one that people will watch that watch WWE. They see Jericho, they're going to watch it.
I've seen a lot of people come out and say that too on social media. Jericho.
Yeah. So this is my little message to everyone that is like, oh, they're gonna kill WWE, things like that. Be honest with you, this is a good thing when it comes to the wrestling business. Is work for everybody, right? WWE is over 60-year company. They've been doing this for a long time. They're a household name. When people say wrestling, they think WWE. They don't think AEW. They don't think New Japan. They think WWE. When a kid body slams his friend and it goes and gets in trouble, who they blame? WWE. But you got to realize that it doesn't matter if they're coming they're not going to go. WWE is such a household name that are they worried? Are they worried? Not really. They had this before. I think competition brings better product no matter what. But I think what it does though is puts more eyes on wrestling. You want to see what they're gonna do, and we're gonna see what they're gonna do, and how they're gonna match that, and how they're gonna match this. It's a good time for wrestling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And don't think about it like, oh, one's gonna kill the other. No, the reason why WWE bought WCW, and I had to explain this to one of my coworkers, and this is because he was like, oh yeah, they're gonna kill WWE, and like, no, they're not. The reason why WCW died was because they killed themselves. They shot their ass in the foot, and they fucking let it bled, and they let it bled all the way to the end of it. Mm-hmm. WWE honestly did not care to sign any of the wrestlers. They didn't even want nothing of WCW whatsoever. What they wanted was the history. They wanted the film catalog. That's it. That's what really WWE wanted. They didn't really care about any of the wrestlers there, to be honest with you.
And to be honest, also look at the network. Like, all that footage, all that history is worth more than any. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's worth a lot.
Exactly, and I think that's people don't realize that. If people think WWE bought WCW just to close them down, no, WCW did that to himself.
Yeah.
WWE picked it up because they wanted all that footage. They didn't want the footage to be lost.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted NWA South. They wanted all that footage, and that was the copyright they had to all that footage.
That's the thing people don't understand. Like, there's other federations that were under WCW.
Yeah.
So just for the casual fan that only knows WWF/WWE and WCW, you got to remember there's things that came before that. So yeah.
Exactly, and that's something that people got to realize and actually do your research. Before you talk.
A lot of people don't do that. A lot of armchair Vince McMahons. You know how it is.
I know everyone has to bitch about something, but they don't know what they're really bitching about, and that's something that bothers me a lot. Like, educate yourself. Like, I educate myself every time I record this podcast. Everything we talk about, I read, I watch, I study, I watch multiple times sometimes.
Like, we live in the best time for wrestling, not just because this cool stuff happening. Just like, man, it's easily accessible from every era.
Imagine us doing this and having to fucking find the Coliseum home video.
Man.
That would suck.
Ooh. Dude, that's crazy.
Like, why is this video still rented out? God damn, bring that shit back.
Remember that, and then go, damn, you remember how much they cost? Like a brand new one? Like, that was pretty expensive, man. Yeah, you're gonna pop up $30 every week. Hell.
And then I gotta pay for the pay-per-view too? Shit. Our pay-per-view reviews would be like 6 months later.
Yeah, man. Like,
I think wrestling right now is the most accessible thing. Is more accessible than anything. Yeah, the WWE Network, that you could watch everything. You have YouTube that you can watch all the highlights. You have GWN, which you can watch all Impact stuff. You have the Twitch channel of Impact that you could watch 24 hours of Impact Wrestling if you want to. So if you want to see Scott Steiner bust his ass, you can watch that. You have AAA doing a Twitch channel. You have New Japan World, which is their own little
service,
their little service, and they actually have other things besides wrestling. They have the Tiger Mask anime, which is pretty fucking dope.
So that they officially licensed that? That's cool.
Yeah, it's an anime, and it's really good. Kenny Omega's in it, Naito's in it. Yeah. So it's a good time to be wrestler. It's a good time to be a wrestling fan. And with that said, I am going to WrestleMania.
Oh, really? Cool.
Many with Opinion bought me a ticket, and we're going to WrestleMania. We will be at WrestleMania this year.
So, do you know where you're going to be at?
Nope, but I'm excited.
Awesome.
I think we're going to have a hell of a time. I think WrestleMania is going to be good this year. I think it's going to be a lot of new faces, a lot of new storylines building up after this. I love what Daniel Bryan's doing. I like the little build they're doing with Finn Balor, at least for the IC title at the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things they could do better, but there's a lot of things they're doing that doesn't get the credit.
Hey, they let Leo Rush do his thing this past week. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Show, just I mean, people are annoyed of him. I get that.
But that's his character.
I know. Listen. I understand that. I know what he's doing, but people don't really know how talented he is. They see him run away from people and think, "Oh, he's good at that." No, he's a really good wrestler.
No, he's good. He had 2 highlighted matches this week.
Yeah, he did. Cedric killed him. Wait a second.
Oh yeah. He did it from behind too. He was like he got shot in the back.
Snatched him. He kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Oh snap!
You know what I was thinking the other day? It was like, what is that dude Herberto's finisher? Because I don't think he won a match yet.
Wow.
Or he won a match
at NXT. He won a match at NXT.
Yeah. But I think he won a bit of roll up.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? He won in 205. I think damn it. Was it his first match? No. He did win. It was like a really cool springboard into like a splash.
Okay.
Something like that. Like he did it. I'm trying to remember. It wasn't. Do you remember his first opponent? Was it a Tommy? No.
Hideo Tommy? No, it was damn, I can't even think of it. It was Buddy, but I think Buddy won that match.
No. So it wasn't his first match. He did win, but he has had multiple matches on there. Damn it, I have to go back. But it's like a springboard into something.
I didn't know his finisher. I was like, what is his finisher?
Mm-hmm.
I need him. He needs to put the mask on.
Well, I've seen his actual mask, and so yeah, they're pretty cool. I wouldn't be mad.
He needs to put his mask on. I think he looks like a 12-year-old with.
He looks like a young boxer. That's all I could think. He kind of reminds me of what's the guy with the stockings? I think I said this before.
I don't know his name.
The boxer that was like, what was he like, world champion of like his division? The Spanish was he Mexican? Camacho? No, not Camacho.
Nick Camacho. I don't.
Was he the one that got caught in the hotel with the?
De Hoya.
He reminds me of De La Hoya in the face, just a little bit, with that hair too. That really preppy hair.
Yeah.
Oh man, but he's really good though.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen.
So, Rican Wrestling. We had a decent Raw. There's things I didn't like about it, but there's things that I did like about it. Really good tag matches. That was actually really good. The 4-way tag match.
Yeah.
It was really good. Revival, number 1 contenders again. Fucking Dean Ambrose is hilarious.
Yeah. But you know what? I like it.
This is one thing I always said about Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose is amazing on the mic. Like he could capture a crowd and everything like that, but let him do it himself. Don't write shit for him. Let him be his own person, and he will put. The thing is also when he does things like that, he's gonna get cheered.
This is true. Because
he's funny. He is actually really funny. And where's EC1 and EC2?
Yeah, that's
I love that segment. It was hilarious.
And you know what? I will say props to the interaction that was before that between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Like I kind of like again when 2 people have chemistry, the stuff they do like really goes well together. So that was a positive this week.
Yeah, and it looks like they're building little by little. They're gonna start building Alexa as a babyface.
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's still rude.
Yeah, but I think she's gonna go more towards the babyface side of things. And because of the fact that they lost Ember Moon as well.
Oh, what happened? She's injured?
She's injured. Yeah, she's out for like 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's bad.
So I think the fact that she's out. I think they're lacking good baby faces, and I think that's one person that I think they can rely on being a baby face because she's already cheered no matter what.
Yeah, this is true.
So her being a baby face is just be her character just a bit more nicer.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Why are they just not pulling the trigger on making her and Nia Jax a tag team instead of Nia and Tamina?
That should have been the tag team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But then again, they want Nia to be the star and not her backup. Not her Alexa Bliss would be the Shawn Michaels too, and then she'll be Diesel.
See, but I get that, but I also think if Nia's gonna get better, she should have somebody like that to get better with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if she's gonna bring her level up, then why not let it be Alexa Bliss's level to bring it up too?
Yeah,
you know.
I agree with you on that, but I think that's what's happening is the fact that Alexa and her being tag team, Alexa will shine more than Nia because Alexa will have to do the more of the mic work, even though they could share the thing. But I
That's what
think
I'm saying.
Alexa,
It'll force Nia to get better.
but it would just be like like Shawn Michaels. Well, actually, it would be more Shawn Michaels Psycho Sid than Shawn Michaels Nash.
Well, I see.
Because at least Nash was a bit more popular, and he got popular.
I don't know about Psycho Sid. He's kind of crazy.
He sounded crazy.
He just sound like a nut.
I think Tamina's. I feel bad to say this, but I think she's useless. Like, she tries.
But even when she interferes, she does like the most harmless stuff.
And she fails.
I know. She's the most, she is the most useless interfering person on a tag team. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know what you do with her.
See, this is the thing with Tamina. You had all the chances to really make her a force to be reckoned with, but the way you fuck it up is have her lose matches. And have her lose matches easily.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and that's something that you have her as this dominant big woman, but then she loses half her matches. It's like, then what's the scary thing about you?
Yeah,
a lot of hair.
That's it. She does that look. You know what I'm saying?
That look.
That's it. Yo, you be like, oh, yo, I ain't doing that. Nope. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, like I said, this past week was actually better.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like, oh man, I need to skip this. Do you remember what else happened this past week on Raw?
So what happened on Raw? What else happened? Then you had the Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch.
Oh yeah,
beating the shit out of punching.
Yeah, that's right.
Stephanie McMahon make me happy.
Yeah,
it reminded me of Boston. She kicked the shit out of her knee, yeah. But I think that's going to be a future match. But
I'll be mad at that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
No, I wouldn't be mad at that either. I think it would be great. Then you also have what was the main event? The Kurt Angle thing, I don't care for. Braun Strowman thing, I'm done with Braun. So the thing I don't care. I feel Drew McIntyre is just being played for something right now, and doesn't really have much going with him. He honestly should be kind of more probably trying to fight Seth Rollins, but then again, Seth Rollins is going to be out this month because he is suffering injury right as well.
Oh shit, jeez! Like
everybody. It's Sasha Banks. It's Seth Rollins. She got hurt as well. She hurt her rib or something. So she's been not really taking action. So she's ready. She'll be ready for Elimination Chamber, but she'd been like in the tag match. You noticed that she didn't even go in the match.
Oh shit! Makes sense now. Okay.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, so it all depends on that. It all depends on that situation. Like and then Becky Lynch is supposedly is tweaked her knee, so she's kind of been out as well.
Hey, wait a second. Which knee is it?
So she has it on a different knee. She's not gonna wear the brace. She don't need a brace on the leg right now, but she's hurt the leg. But the brace that's covering the leg, that was actually the leg that got hurt. So now you know where the target is. So that's why people could attack it, and she's not gonna be fully injured because they're attacking the one that she had made a sign on it, which she put the brace on.
So it's not real. That one with the
that one's not real. It's the other leg that's hurt. So it kind of takes it away, so the people know exactly which leg to attack because the brace is on it. Okay. So they don't hurt the leg anymore.
I got you.
They won't go out the other one. But what Becky Lynch is doing is pretty badass. I love what she's doing. She slapped Triple H. She beat up Stephanie McMahon. I think she's gonna kick McMahon in the balls.
Oh, I wouldn't.
She's gonna fight all of them. She's gonna fight all of them. She's
gonna go to Congress and beat up Linda.
She gonna make everyone left-handed.
Oh shit!
Every McMahon gonna be left-handed.
Do it. Let's go. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
All right.
SmackDown was a solid show.
I really like the end though.
I did like
this week.
I did like the end. Randy Orton versus Mustafa Ali was really good.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy, Bryan was pretty solid as well. You have good storylines building in it.
Samoa Joe doing his thing this week.
Samoa Joe attacking everybody, which is great. Which I still want to see him as a champion because I think he could run with that title a little bit. If he does not get hurt, he could be a real good champion.
Yep.
I love Daniel Bryan. I'm loving his promos. I'm loving his character. I love everything that he's doing right now. So
he's an intellectual. Him and Rowan.
Yes, exactly. I love it. I love the character. If you don't love this character as a heel, then I don't think you have appreciation for good heels.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really good heel.
I like it
because
Captain Planet. I like it.
He's not really a heel.
No,
he's all just trying to make himself better.
And look, you see how he can go with the crowd, and he can still maintain the integrity of his friend Rowan because they what him, and he's like, "Don't you what my friend?" Like here's the thing I like about Daniel Bryan is like he's kind of like one of the only people, maybe besides Alexa, that during a promo is not like on rails. You know what I mean? Like he can actually react to what's going on around him.
Yeah.
Like that's what makes him fun.
Yeah.
That's kind of why he was awesome on Talking Smack. Just saying.
Yep. I loved it. I kind of missed it. I did like Usos promo.
Yeah.
Everything was pretty solid this week. NXT was great.
Yes.
NXT was really good.
Yeah, it was. That match between what's his name? God damn it. Now I'm blanking on the guy's name. For some reason, Tony Nese's name stuck in my head. That's not Tony Nese. I know it was.
Oh, Drew Gulak versus Matt Riddle. Oh shit, that match was good.
Thank you for saying Gulak.
That match was so good.
Yes, it was. That was a championship caliber match right there. I'm just saying. It really
was really good, and I love the fact that they gave the match time. They let Gulak show his fucking technician.
They gave Gulak a whole match before that. That's crazy.
Oh, he beat the shit out of the guy.
And that guy was awesome. I don't care if he was good, bad, or whatever. That dude was
the air guitar guy.
Yes, he was awesome. See, what can I just say? That was a great moment just for wrestling, just like how that was all set up.
Yeah,
that was awesome. Like, come on, and that just made Drew Gulak look even better. I don't care if he lost. Like that made him look like gold.
I liked the women's six person tag.
Mm-hmm. That was awesome.
I liked the way that ended. Like Io Shirai stole the match, and then she was like, "Yeah, I did it. I'm gonna go for the belt now." I love that. I was like, "Yeah, take it from my ass."
Yep.
She don't need it. She lost already. Mm-hmm. And then Kairi Sane just playing with her hair.
Yep. She doesn't care.
Kairi Sane already been there. I think it reminded me of like, oh man. She reminded me of like little kids playing with an adult and they're just like going crazy around her. And she's the big adult, like, leave me alone.
She's the serious one.
Yeah.
It's like off in their own world.
She's like playing with her hair and shit like that. And she's like, no. And she's like, sorry.
Clearly upset.
The gorilla press slam into the elbow drop was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah. So it was fun. It was a fun NXT. 205 Live, that 4-way was really great. Like we said, Alexander kind of like shot the dude in the back.
Back and to the left.
Yep. Really good match. Roberto Carrillo.
Dude, Leo Rush was on fire for the whole beginning of the match. That was amazing to watch.
Nah, it was a really fun match. I was happy for it. Tozawa is gonna fight Buddy Murphy at Elimination Chamber.
Tozawa, and he's come back up. He probably is, but I noticed that him back on the come up.
Buddy Murphy is going to WrestleMania as champion.
I don't. There's nobody I'm thinking of that can really beat him right now. Nah,
Buddy Murphy. It would be Buddy Murphy. I say what you do is make it a 4-way.
He already had one.
What you at WrestleMania though? You put your top. put the first cruiserweight champion.
Okay.
TJP, get him back up in the title thing. Put I guess I'll put Leo Rush in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Humberto Carrillo.
Okay.
It'll be a different style match.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see some weird shit that TJP does. Like he'll do like a fucking figure four into an arm bar and do a hurricanrana while doing that shit.
This is true.
NXT UK was really fun as well. It was really good. Rhea Ripley's a fucking beast.
Yep.
That Texas Cloverleaf.
Yeah, and spin. That's
just spin her ass. Like I don't know to puke or be in pain.
I was gonna tell you. I don't remember what exactly the girl's name. The Candy. Yeah. I think she was.
She was good.
She was like I was looking at her work. Like, dude, she was really technical. I'm like, all right.
They're both really good. Then Zaya Brookside,
okay.
second generation wrestler,
and her father is Robbie Brookside.
Yep.
Okay. See, I'm not too familiar with the UK wrestlers that much.
Yeah, Robbie Brookside, very similar to Regal style.
Has he ever come to the West before?
No, he was more a UK wrestler. Maybe in WCW, but I know mainly he was a UK wrestler.
Okay. Cool.
So yeah, his daughter's cute, and
I saw my favorite UK women's wrestler. I saw Jenny. She had a promo. She insulted the poor guy. Yep. But she's really good.
They really pushing Jenny as well. And I like her too. I think she's really good. And then Rhea Ripley's just a fucking Rhea Ripley. Again, I want to say is a fucking beast.
Mm-hmm.
She shows power.
Yep, she knows what she is, and she's comfortable doing it.
And she's really good at it. And I love her theme and everything, her style and everything. I think she's the future.
Mm-hmm.
She is the future. That whole division is the future. They're all like under 25 years old.
Dude, don't the Coffey brothers are really good. That match with Walter was
really good.
Amazing. Too. And Mark Coffey is no joke.
Yeah. Them chops. Yo, Walter's chops are they hurt me.
Gunshot.
They hurt me, and I'm watching. I'm like,
mm-hmm.
Damn, I'm burning now.
I love his music. I forgot what they said it was. It's like classical music, but like
it's the fuck. I can't think of it.
Yeah, I love that. That's the thing about the UK crowds. They sing it.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
It's like the burning of the Berlin or something like that.
Gotcha.
Something like that is the something like that.
Yeah, Walter. He's pretty good.
We had a lot of good wrestling. Elimination Chamber is right around the corner. We will have a review or preview of that show next week.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Wrestling wise, no. I'll do yourself a favor. Go back and watch Samoa Joe burn down TNA. I saw there's a few old videos I was watching online. And I saw Samoa Joe, like what was it, the original pipe bomb?
Yeah.
Was when Scott Hall no-showed TNA.
Yeah.
And they let him go off script. And Kevin Nash had to eat it in the ring. That was awesome.
Kevin Nash deserves to eat it. For that terrible title run.
Apparently he put hands on Joe after that though. So
yeah.
I don't know. That's some old man, young boy stuff. That's weird.
Joe broke his hand.
I wish. No, what had happened was when Kevin Nash went to swing at him, his quad exploded, so they were even.
Like always. Them quads. You gotta get a better doctor.
He's huge. Just saying.
Yeah. That super shredder, that super serum ain't working.
Oh shit! Yeah, let his legs be. Oh man.
All right, so this is the Wrestling Babble podcast by Red Cycling Link. You can follow us on all our social medias. I'll put the Red Cycling Link one first. So Red Cycling Link on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, WordPress, YouTube, and SoundCloud. You can find everything Red Cycling Link there. I'm Mark with the mic. I run the Wrestling Link on Facebook and Wrestling Babble on Facebook, so that's all me running, taking care of that. I have Mark with the mic on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. I have Twitch, and I have SoundCloud and YouTube.
Yep, and don't forget the WordPress. We put up all the stuff there too. Like so, whenever you put the Wrestling Babble, so now we're gonna put the links. You said.
Yes, we're gonna put the link so you can see Scott Steiner bust his ass 3 times.
Yes.
To watch it and laugh. I'll watch it. I'm gonna laugh again. You can watch the Too Cold Scorpio 450 Splash. You can watch maybe some of our favorite 450s. We'll link on, and then we'll show the original first one that he missed, like 50 feet away.
What were you thinking?
I don't know. I think he was trying to be a ninja.
Ah man, he just
Back
he
in the
just
80s.
saw one of those ninja movies.
Back in those 80s, the late 80s, it's all about the ninja. You want to be a ninja and try to be a ninja.
What year did American Ninja come out? Was that 80s or was that 90s?
I think the first one was like 86.
Wow. Michael Dudikoff. I'll never forget that dude's name. What the? American Ninja. Dudikoff. Dudikoff. Yes.
Dudikoff.
Dudikoff. That's how they pronounced it. I'm not lying.
He has doo-doo in his name.
It was. I'm sure it wasn't spelled Doodoo, but like, yeah.
It is doo-doo.
Dudikoff.
Always remember, follow Jenkins.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, man. Laters.
Peace.
And peace out. And watch wrestling.
Don't be mad.